Hello and welcome back to the Knack for Adventure YouTube channel. My name's AJ Cutler and today we're headed down to Red Bull Formation.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
This vlog starts like any other desert adventure. An early morning wake-up call, an oops moment where I almost forget my bike, and a wide open road that's perfect for crime podcasts and some solo sing-alongs. It was a quick 4-hour drive down to Virgin, Utah, and by the end of the week, I was really starting to realize how silly I am for being so close to unworldly bike trails, and how much terrain I have to look forward to for future endeavors.
If I'm being super honest, I'm not a super big fan of the Red Bull original flavor, so we're gonna try this strawberry apricot to finish out my drive and start the day.
After checking out the Airbnb, it was time for a quick morning outing with the gals I would be spending the week with. Due to high winds, the dig day that was originally scheduled was postponed, so the other content creators and I headed to our free day activity, a UTV excursion. Things got a little rowdy, a little sandy, and I definitely had to ask myself, Cheetos or legs?
Look at that tan. Oh, we call this spray tan Cheeto paste.
Oh, in my leg hair. Look at that tan.
Oh yeah, nice.
Before I knew it, it was the next morning, and we were finally venturing out to the event site. The past couple days, the diggers and riders had been hard at work forming their lines, so when we arrived, we were able to see it all coming together.
It is so insane to be here because everything that I've seen has been on camera, and as we know, the camera compresses all of the height and the steepness of this area, and actually being here is insane. Like standing next to a jump and it's taller than me, and everything is so well built. This is the Rampage Site. You can see a bunch of lines.
After lunch, we decided to scramble to the top of the venue to get a better look at how incredibly steep and deep the terrain was. Katie Holden is the founder of the Formation event, and her excitement surrounding the progression of the riders and the growth of the event was so incredibly infectious.
Hannah and Casey are planning on riding Brett Reeder's line, which is like a full Rampage line. It's pretty badass. So in just a few short years, just with this community growing and all the tools and resources in place, and just like the space and opportunity to grow, it's just like grown so much. So it's really awesome.
Despite exposed cliffs and a little bit of four-wheel drive hiking, it was a beautiful moment to be at the top of the venue with all the women that are pushing and showcasing exactly what ladies can do in the free ride and mountain bike space. Now, you may be wondering why I was even here at Formation. Red Bull invited a couple creators to cover the event, which included Angie Marino, a USA cycling athlete and co-founder of the Bloom website, which covers women's cycling news, as well as Michaela Gatto, a former Formation rider and artist from Canada. Lastly was Danica Fife, a manual queen based out of Bellingham, Washington, who I have personally followed on socials like TikTok and YouTube for the past season. Compared to these ladies, I felt like such a small fish in a big pond, but I was so happy to have spent the weekend surrounded by them, as well as the rest of the women at the event.
It's ride day number 1, and everyone's kind of like practicing little sections of their lines. So there's 3 different zones. This ridge up here, and then kind of like this center zone with a couple ridges, and then the furthest one is very lookers right. Oh, they're going right. Phew! So there's 3 different zones. Everyone's kind of like dropping different sections. So just kind of keeping my head on a swivel, and I'm excited for them to like piece them all together. More tomorrow and Sunday on the final ride day. I feel like a common question that I've seen is how they get their bikes up to the tippy top. And the answer is simple. They just hike it up. The athletes do have some help from their diggers and other people on their team, but for the most part, they're just plopping it over their shoulder and hiking up little goat trails. It's pretty intense. I figured we're just gonna be posted up at that mid-road the whole day, so I'm gonna go grab all my stuff and post up camp. This bag is heavier than I remember. If you've watched my last couple YouTube videos, you can see that I've been trying to include some photography. You know, like if I'm not doing the sport, I want to be capturing it in some way. So I'm stoked to be able to try out our zoom lens, the 100 to 400 millimeter lens. And this is like the perfect place to use it because I'm spectating, I'm sitting down below. I gotta stop for a second. Whew. Yeah, I've been really looking forward to using that 100 to 400 millimeter lens. But I'm never like far enough away. So I'm stoked to test it out, and hopefully the photos look good. Just really hone in on like the action sports photography. So let's do it.
We watched the riders celebrate first hits and dial in sections of their runs, which was incredibly inspiring. Personally, I see myself improving when surrounded by other women, and it was so apparent that this kind of environment was the perfect place for progression. Plus, it was only the first day of riding. I'm not sure if it was the extra Red Bull or the multiple rest days, but by Saturday, I definitely had some energy to use up. I decided to go on a little morning desert run before the sun rose, and I ended up finding a beautiful spot down by the river.
I know we've been like hiking around and being outside all day, but last week I literally bike or skied every day, and so this is like, it's nice to get out and like moving my body, just exploring, seeing where it takes me. Not sure how we managed to come to the desert at just the right time for wildflowers, but they're beautiful.
Not only did this get me excited to train for the Cirque Series, but it also gave me the morning energy for ride day number 2.
Today has been pretty chill. It's mostly just focusing on watching the riders practice their line. We've been camped out on the rock up there with all the awesome like media and content creator ladies, just enjoying watching the riders.
The day was also filled with endless sunscreen applications, and I even got to grab some more action shots of the riders. I posted all the pictures I got on a photo essay on the blog at neckforadventure.com, which I will link below. But let's close out ride day number 2 with some of my favorites.
He's winning!
the majority of the day we spend our time hanging out on this center rock, so we had a really good vantage point of all the different lines, especially Cammie's line, which ended up getting Spiciest Line Award.
All of the ladies absolutely sent it today. It was just really awesome to see them piece everything together. They had just been like sessioning and practicing things all week, so like actually seeing them ride their full line from top to bottom was just very magical. It was just pure stoke, and it wasn't even just the athletes, it was also like all the media crew, and like this was what we were all here for. I'm so excited to see like all of the stories that are going to come out of it. It's just unbelievable to be here and see the progression, and why am I gonna cry? But it just makes me want to go home and shred. I think that's the point of this event. It's just to instill the confidence in women no matter where they're at, whether with mountain biking, with media, with digging, and just being in this industry. And I'm very fortunate to have experienced it firsthand. I like don't want to go home, but when I get home, I am so excited to just like send it, go to my local trails with just like a totally different attitude. Like, I can do this. Like, I can do anything I put my mind to as long as I practice my skills and have confidence, put my mind to it, and surround myself with people that are gonna boost me up and boost each other up. I'm pumped to go ride.
A huge shout out to every single person that helped make this event possible, and I hope you enjoyed a look into behind the scenes. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more outdoor adventures. Thanks so much for watching, and keep on crushing.